Tony Jones Show continues. You just heard from the Jonee Earthquake Band, Charcoal Bride, the name of that track. Before that, we heard from the Doll Eyes, Walden Woods, the name of that track. George Garner is my co-host. George, we get to say finally good evening.
Good evening.
And B.J Snowden is in studio. Thank you for making it down. We will still have a half hour together today, so maybe we can do it again. Or what I was thinking in the future is maybe you could get a gig in Providence on a Sunday night after the show, and then you could come here, play, and then go out to your gig. But I did want to ask you, I want to go way back because you started playing music very early, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I did.
And what was that like? What made you want to get started playing at such an early age?
Well, what happened? I started composing music when I was 3 years old, but I don't remember it though. My mom told me that I just go to the piano and I just started playing, and then I'd pick up everything. If somebody plays something, I would pick up what they played. Yeah.
And that led you into wanting to eventually pursue a degree in music, correct?
Yes.
And that's,
I was lucky. I got a degree in music because a lot of these stupid teachers that I had told me I should go into business or something, and I didn't want that. Wasn't interested in that.
It's funny how that works, and as someone with a communications degree, which is just about useless, and my girlfriend, of course, has her coveted theology degree.
Wow.
But I do think that if I could go back and do it again, I would do that again. I wouldn't get pushed into doing accounting or something like that because at least you went forward and did what you wanted to do.
That's true.
And that was music. And you want to start to play a live one? Are you just about set up?
Yeah, I'm not dead yet. Sure, I'll do a live one. Yeah.
Cool.
Protect the country, the U.S. colors are red, white, and blue. They help protect the country. That's what the Navy will do. We look far beyond us. You see the ship is drifting away, and how we can see it. Sailing across that Newport Bay. He's going up to sea and leaving home for me. Our sailors very brave. We want to feel brave. Before the ship will do, we'll give them all our show and give them all our kiss and tell them they'll be good. Colors are red, white, and blue. They help protect the country. That's what our sailors in the Navy will do. They help protect the country. They help protect the country. They help protect the country.
B.J Snowden performing live for you right here on the Tony Jones Show, and I'm glad you played that one. I've played it here on this show off of your CD,
really?
And it's very special to me for two reasons. First of all, my father, a Navy veteran serving in the Vietnam War, and also, as a young man, I attempted to sign up for the Navy. They told me I was too fat. So I'm a big fan of the U.S. Navy song and of the U.S. Navy, and I'm glad we got to kick things off with that one. I'm going to spin some music. We'll come back. We'll talk more with B.J. She'll play for you again. And actually, B.J., what I have queued up is a band called the B-52s, and you actually have a track with a member of this band. Am I correct?
Yes.
And how did that come about? He is actually a fan of yours, right?
Yes, what happened was I sent out some CDs years ago. Well, not CDs, cassette tapes.
Oh, so it must have been years ago.
The cassette, yeah, right, the cassette tape. And anyways, I sent them to various places. So I sent one to a record store, and maybe about 2 or 3 years later, the guy who owned the store said, "I got your music here. We like it. We think we can do something with it." So anyway, so he he made the songs into CD form, and then he had a little record store, and Fred Schneider would come in various times and buy CDs or whatever. So they gave him one of my CDs, and he liked it, and so then he started talking to me. He started,
As someone who's been on both sides of it, I always feel obligated to contact anybody who sends me a CD here, because being in a band, I know what it's like to grab a stack of CDs and go down to the post office, and I know how much it costs, and I know what it entails. So I always feel obligated to contact everybody that sends me a CD and say, hey, at least I, let them know at least I got it. They know they're not going to waste. But yeah, we're going to play some B-52s now. This is one of my favorite tracks. It's 52 Girls. 52 Girls, the name of that track, the B-52s, right here on the Tony Jones Show. George Garner is my co-host. B.J Snowden in studio. B.J., I wanted to ask you, we played a band earlier called The Pixels, and the drummer of that band has told me that you have influenced her, and I know countless musicians out there today, they're in their 19, they're in their 20s, they're college students, influenced by what you do and what you have done.
Really?
How do you feel about that? That's going to be cool, right? In the least.
I think the first thing she feels is surprise.
You seem surprised by that, but if you go to YouTube and you type in B.J. Snowden, you'll see not only your work but other musicians covering you and parodying you, and younger musicians coming up saying that you have influenced them. And I've noticed too, also, we talk about it a lot on this program, you seem to be embracing the technology of Facebook and YouTube and all those cool things to be able to put your music out there. And so now a song that you may have recorded 10 years ago, all of a sudden a kid who was 5 years old at the time is listening to it. And that's got to be neat for you, right?
Yeah, it's funny.
And it's, if you think about it, the reach is... I've often thought about this, the old black and white movies, as they were filming those, if they thought that 30, 40, 50, 60 years later, people would still be watching these films. And the reach is really, it's infinite if you were sad enough to be like me and sit down and do the algorithm, right? I mean, it can go on forever.
Yeah, if you think about it, all the creative arts are a form of time travel.
Yeah. I was unfortunately, for my girlfriend's sake, watching a little Three Stooges the other day, and I was thinking, I wonder if the Stooges ever thought 50 years from now someone would be watching this, and I guess it can just can go on and go on. So, you want to play another one?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
This song I played when I was on the Jimmy Kimmel Show.